Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today's article has to do with the problems, more problems in Transnistria. Now, for people who might not be familiar with what's going on over there, Transnistria is still a part of a country called Moldova. Moldova is a country located in South Ukraine and northeast of Romania by the Black Sea, northwest of Black Sea. This Transnistria is a part that was part of Moldova, the country of Moldova, but it was in 1993 the Russians had a little intervention over there, and it is a little bit of a I don't know, autonomous. I don't know if it's still it's something with Moldova, but it's not with Moldova. It's not a recognized country. It's not a country, but it functions somehow on its own. It's a little strip along a river over there, Dniester. It's called Dnipro, I think it's called in Russian or Ukrainian, whatever, Slavic. So the Russians have over there in this little strip of land next to Moldova, they have some army protecting it from whomever has ideas. About 1,000, between 1,500 and 2,000 soldiers. Um, this is with Transnistria, and the Russian front came to Transnistria area in Ukraine, in the South Ukraine by the Black Sea. So then some people report that there are a lot of stuff happening in Transnistria. Probably they think that Transnistria will be grabbed by the Russians and incorporated in this new southeast of Ukraine territories that will be independent and then taken and how should I put it, reincorporated into or incorporated into Russia. Very possible. I'm not going to go into that. The thing is, some people say that in Transnistria, the Ukrainians are bombing here and there, are sabotaging things. Some people know the Russians are doing some false flag operations over there, so they have a reason to invade and therefore go further to Moldova, maybe Romania, then Hungary, then Germany, then Portugal, then cross the Atlantic, United States, then China, and then Mongolia, and that's it. And we'll take over the world. Okay, so you got that, right? So we have here Ukrainska Pravda from 7th of May 2022, and this is the title. New explosions reported in Transnistria near border with Ukraine. The Transnistrians claim that they found, but who did it? They claim it was a Ukrainian, a drone with some explosion attached to it and so on. It did not detonate where it was supposed to hit. Something like this. There were some fires at certain official governmental building and some ammunition depot, something like that. It was in the past. So things definitely escalate over there. There was another report that Transnistrians are, how do you call that, trying to they called for a mobilization of their army, whatever that army would be, 500 people, I don't know, because it's a small territory, small, Moldova has 3.5 million, so Transnistria, I don't know how much they would have, 800,000 or something, maybe even less. So anyway, let's go and read what these guys are telling us. The so-called Ministry of, that's how it is, the so-called Ministry of Internal Affairs of unrecognized Transnistria has confirmed explosions near the border with Ukraine. Transnistrian media reported on 7 May that explosions were heard at night in the village of Voronkove and Rybnyavki district. The settlement is located near the Ukrainian border. This information was confirmed by the, and then in parentheses, unrecognized Transnistrian Ministry of Internal Affairs. You got it so far? This article comes from Ukraine talking about Transnistria. We got to make sure it's not recognized, it's nothing Transnistria and so on. We got that Ukrainska Pravda. We got that. Okay. At least 2 drones were flying over the military unit of Voronkove. 4 explosions were heard. Specialists are working on the spot It has been previously reported that there are no casualties. Novini Pridnistovia, Transnistria News reports. 4 explosions took place near the village of Voronkove, near the former airfield, on the evening of May 6 and around 9:40 p.m. The first 2 explosions devices were probably dropped from one of the drones. An hour later, the attack was repeated. The depth of the hole is about 1 meter. Diameter is about the depth of the hole is about 1 meter. Diameter is about 25 centimeters. Send the ministry and publish photos of the site of the explosions. Now it says after April 22, when the Russian army spokesman said that the task of Russian troops in the second phase of the reported second operation in Ukraine was to establish full control over Donbass and southern Ukraine. So the Russians said, yeah, we're going to go on Donbass, southern Ukraine. So they would go and reach Transnistria. A series of terrorist attacks took place in the region. So they say, well, after the Russians said that second phase of the operation will be, Donbass region, south Ukraine reaches Transnistria, then in Transnistria all of a sudden attacks occurred. We don't know who that was, And then it says here, NATO expects further provocations in unrecognized Transnistria and believes that their goal is to create problems for Ukraine, and there is no military threat to Moldova. Well, yep, I think that's what it is. I don't know. And NATO should stay busy providing arms to Ukraine and all the support they need, and also make sure that in Pacific they take care of Solomon Islands and China with the help of Australia, New Zealand, and Japan. So they should make sure that they start something over there. In the meantime, while they're at it here, and NATO is involved, but he's not involved. He's like that guy who's just punching you or smacks you when the light is off. When the light is on, he's not doing anything. When the light is off again, he smacks you again, and it's him. But legally you can't do much about it. The same here, the Russians can't directly start a war with NATO, because NATO is not really involved with military right over there, but it provides everything but persons holding an automatic weapon or whatever, or driving, flying a fighter jets or driving tanks and so on. I think that there are a lot of NATO states military over there in different capacities, in training, in that's my opinion. I don't have really in command also of the operations. I think obviously providing intelligence. Now there came some reports regarding that, but nevertheless, it's not about that. It's about Transnistria. I think Transnistria will eventually be another enclave like Kaliningrad is for Russia, closer to the Romania and all these deserving countries, and very helpful. Well, we'll find out. Nevertheless, something's going to happen there. I think that's 95%. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See ya.